Russia's relentless attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure are pushing the country toward a humanitarian disaster. That's the stark warning from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy as he urges his allies to send long-range weapons and tighten sanctions on Russia's oil sector.
And we have to apply pressure not only to Rosneft and Lukoil, but to all Russian oil companies like Surgutneftegas and others, and to the shadow fleet and its infrastructure, and to Russia's oil terminals.
They're calling it a coalition of the willing. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer hosted President Zelenskyy and 20 other European leaders in London, all pledging to keep Ukraine's lights on and its people alive ahead of a cold winter. On the table, using frozen Russian assets to bolster Ukraine's defenses and sanctioning Russia's largest oil companies.
I think we need to agree to finish the job on Russia's sovereign assets and unlock billions to help finance Ukraine's defence. The EU yesterday took a strong step by commissioning advice on how to meet Ukraine's financing needs. And the UK is ready to move in tandem with the EU to drive this forward as fast as possible and to get those funds flowing to Ukraine.
Moscow is threatening a painful response if those assets are seized, and President Putin also dismissed the latest sanctions on oil companies as unfriendly, but insisted they won't significantly harm Russia's economy. Just yesterday, Washington hit Russia's two largest oil companies with new sanctions, a sharp shift in President Donald Trump's approach to end the war, and the first major move against Moscow since his return to office in January.
The sanctions that the US has placed against Russia's largest oil companies will starve them of revenue and significantly increase the pressure on Putin to come to the negotiating table. And they show once again that President Trump is absolutely committed to end this war and bring a lasting peace to Ukraine.
Now the meeting comes as Moscow launched heavy shelling on the city of Kherson on Friday, killing at least 2 people and injuring more than 20 civilians. Jazan Grewal, City News.